Fishing experiences are fun, but predictable? That's one thing they can never be. One moment, it's a regular catch, and the next,
this thing is next level. There he is, he's got it.
let's just say things can get wild. From unbelievable sea creatures to jaw-dropping close calls, get ready to see what's lurking under the surface.
The size of his lips, though.
That's massive, right?
At night, a person was watching seagulls in the ocean when suddenly he noticed a large red-colored monstrous creature emerging from the water. It quickly went back into the water. Viewers were mostly claiming that it was an octopus. But what do you think? What could it have been? The creature's size and color made it look unusual, sparking curiosity and leaving everyone wondering about its true identity. The scene was both strange and intriguing, making people question what kind of creature had appeared. It was one of those moments that left everyone with more questions than answers. Close call.
I think we got a garfish. Oh my God! That's a big ass gator, buddy.
A kayaker was enjoying a peaceful day on the water with his young daughter. As they floated along, he started pulling a floating foam noodle from the water, unaware of the danger lurking nearby. Suddenly, he spotted a massive alligator with its mouth wide open, swimming right toward them. The kayaker froze for a moment, and the huge creature passed by just inches away from them. In a panic, the kayaker quickly threw the foam noodle away, hoping to distract the alligator. Realizing the danger, the kayaker began paddling quickly toward a safer spot, hoping to escape. It was a scary moment, but it definitely turned into an unforgettable family adventure.
Oh my God! That's a big ass gator, buddy.
Mystery creature. This video became really popular on Reddit. In it, a girl was feeding bread to some hungry turtles, and viewers were smiling, thinking how nice it was that she was helping them. But then, things got exciting. Suddenly, a huge sea creature appeared from behind her and attacked a fish in the water. However, it didn't catch anything. The girl got really scared and quickly stepped back. After the video was posted online, people started commenting. Some said it looked like a big lizard, while others thought it might be the Loch Ness Monster. What do you think? Could it be the famous Nessie? Close call. A man was sitting by the water, holding a small fish in his hand. He was carefully moving it around in the water, possibly trying to catch something. Suddenly, without warning, a huge splash came from the water. A massive creature appeared and grabbed the fish right out of his hand. The guy, completely shocked, quickly pulled his hand back, avoiding being caught by the creature. Fortunately, he didn't get hurt, but the event left him shaken. Monster encounter. By the riverbank, a village boy decided to try his luck at fishing in a rather unusual way. He tied a live lizard to the end of a rope, which was fastened to a stick he used as a rod. Sitting near the water, he moved his makeshift rod up and down, patiently hoping to catch something big. The boy's unusual method seemed harmless at first, but little did he know what was about to happen. Suddenly, the calm river surface was disturbed as a huge wave rose out of nowhere. A giant fish appeared, big, fast, and scary. In an instant, it grabbed the wriggling lizard in its jaws and disappeared into the water, causing a splash that shocked the boy. Massive catch.
Fish. Watch when Don grabs his tail right now. Watch this.
A group of fishermen caught an enormous fish in the middle of the sea. To clarify, they can grow up to 400 pounds, so it was a massive catch. It had its mouth wide open, and they were trying to show its true size to everyone, fully aware they had landed something extraordinary. The footage was shared online, sparking debates among viewers about what kind of fish it was. After much discussion, it was confirmed that it was a Goliath grouper. This species is one of the largest and heaviest bony fish in the world, making this catch even more impressive and for everyone involved.
Watch this, guys. This thing is next level. There he is. He's got it.
Epic struggle. A brave fisherman had caught an incredibly large fish that was even bigger than him. It was so huge that it easily outmatched him in size and strength. Despite its massive size, he wasn't backing down. He used all of his strength to hold on and lift it, trying his best to keep it in his grip. But the fish wasn't giving up either. It fought back with all its might, twisting and turning, trying to break free. The fishermen struggled to keep control, both of them showing their full power. It was a battle of strength that kept everyone watching on the edge of their seats. Giant fish encounter. At the edge of the ocean, a fisherman was seen holding a massive, human-sized arapaima by its mouth. In the video, it was clear that the fish was about the same height as the fisherman. It didn't seem happy at all. It was thrashing around and even tried to attack him. Its tail had a striking red color, adding to the intensity of the moment. This giant one was clearly not calm, and he was struggling to keep control. The video showed how dangerous it could be to handle such a fish, especially when it felt threatened. What a shocking moment, and it was all captured on camera. Amazing, right? Rod snapping giant.
Oh! It might look a little crazy.
A fisherman had an unforgettable experience when he hooked a massive fish. It was so powerful and heavy that it snapped his rod in half.
Oh my goodness. Come on, baby.
But instead of giving up, he kept reeling it in with sheer strength and skill. When he finally brought it close, it became clear that this wasn't just any fish. It looked like a true sea monster. From its size and features, it seemed to be a Goliath grouper, a giant that can weigh up to 300 pounds. The entire scene was astonishing, as it showed the strength of both the fisherman and the fish.
Oh, baby. Here we go. Woo! Chew on this, baby.
Fisherman's triumph.
Oh, yeah. There he is.
In this video, we see the strength and courage of a fisherman. In the clear ocean water, a fisherman and his team tried to catch a humphead Maori rasa. The rasa was incredibly strong, fighting hard to escape, splashing and pulling with all its might. However, he refused to give up. He used all his strength and stayed determined.
Just don't do anything right now.
No matter how tough the battle got. Finally, after a long struggle, he won and pulled in the giant humphead Maori rasi. He and his team cheered with joy when they saw it. This rare rasi, found in the Pacific Ocean, made the struggle truly worth it.
Look at the size of his lips, though.
That's massive, right?
Record breaker. A fisherman caught a huge catfish that was almost 9 feet long. He was so excited that he quickly measured it with a tape measure to confirm its size. By doing this, he officially broke a world record. What thrilling achievement it must have been, right? After measuring it, he gently released it back into the water with his own hands. As he let the giant fish go, he kissed its tail, showing just how happy he was. Breaking a world record was a big deal, and he couldn't hide his excitement. Lobster surprise. We all know how expensive lobsters can be, and who doesn't enjoy eating them, right? Well, in this video, a man was standing by a river when something caught his eye. He was shocked to see a huge sea lobster moving through the water. This giant lobster had a muddy gray color and striking red eyes. Its claws and legs were huge and could be easily seen. It looked like a sea monster, something you don't expect to see in a river. Now, here's a thought. If small lobsters are sold for so much money, imagine how much this massive beast would be worth if someone managed to catch it. Giant shark. 7 years ago, a 2-ton great white shark was captured in the waters of southern Australia. It was likely one of the last giants left in the area. The weather was stormy, and the crew struggled as the shark's head was on the side of the boat. A huge wave hit, flooding the boat. With a shark larger than the boat, the situation became critical. Despite having caught many large sharks, this one was the biggest anyone had ever seen. About 6 meters long, experts believed it could have been around 80 years old. This giant may have been one of the last of its kind, and now it is destined to be displayed in a glass box. Silver shark. A family went fishing by a lake just looking for a calm and fun day. But what they caught wasn't normal at all. Later, when they shared the video online, it quickly went viral, leaving people on social media totally amazed. Well, they caught an electric eel, but it wasn't the usual black and dangerous one. This one was silver, shimmering, and what made it even more shocking was the intense electric light it emitted. The light was so bright it could almost blind you, and the eel thrashed around angrily, clearly unhappy about being caught. The family realized the danger of their unusual catch. Capturing an eel with such powerful electric energy was an unbelievable experience. Now think, what would happen if someone accidentally touched this glowing, furious creature? Armored fish.
Alright guys, I just caught this weird fish. Not sure what this is.
This man in Arizona caught a weird fish and decided to post it on social media because he knew the footage would go viral. In the video, it was clear that this wasn't just any regular fish. It had a black color and was covered in large, armor-like scales. After a closer look, it was revealed that this was a pleco suckermouth fish, known for being bottom feeders like carp. Its unique appearance and features made it stand out, and it ended up getting the attention of viewers online.
I think it's a black armored sturgeon or something.
Risky catch. In this unusual fishing experience, a fisherman caught a fish so large that it put his own safety in danger. Yes, you heard that right. Realizing the size of it, he became determined not to let it slip away. Despite the risk, he stepped into the water while still holding onto his rod. The fish was incredibly strong, making it a tough challenge for him. However, after a great deal of effort, he succeeded in catching it. He described it as around 6 feet long, the size of an average human, and noted that its teeth resembled those of a shark.
That is a serious size gun.
Giant catfish. A group of fishermen caught an enormous catfish, and they were absolutely stunned by its size. They claimed that it measured 8.5 feet in length. It was a black, much larger than any they had encountered before. As they carefully handled it, the fishermen couldn't believe their eyes. It was a rare and massive catch that left everyone amazed. The sheer size of it seemed almost unbelievable, but they managed to bring it aboard. The catfish's strength and power were incredible, and it became a memorable moment for them. What would you do if you caught something like this? Lake monster escape. A kayaker was sitting in his boat, peacefully enjoying the calm lake and the view around him. Suddenly, his eyes caught sight of something massive and dark in the water, not far from where he was. It was huge, too big to be a regular fish. The kayaker quickly realized that he was looking at what could only be a sea monster. Feeling a mix of shock and fear, he stayed alert, watching the creature closely. Then, without warning, the monster whipped its giant tail, creating massive splashes that sent waves rippling through the water. Maybe the creature felt threatened and decided to escape as fast as it could. What would you have done if you were in his place? Giant catch. A group of friends were out on their boat in Indonesia, fishing peacefully when one of them felt a strong tug on his rod. He quickly realized he had caught something big as the rope pulled hard. His group member immediately grabbed a fishing net to help pull the giant aboard. This one was huge, with its body covered in a line of circular dots near the bottom. After a closer look, they saw it was a clown knife fish, known for its knife-like shape. They were thrilled by the size of the catch, excitedly admiring the impressive catch they had just pulled in. Viral catch. This footage became quite famous on social media because everyone was amazed by what the person had recorded. In the video, a person spotted a large fish in a muddy pond that was green in color. The person even touched the fish, but it didn't show much movement, and its tail was visible. Most people believed it was an arapaima, known for its size and unique appearance. The footage generated a lot of discussion, with viewers debating its identity. What do you think? Was it really an arapaima or something else? The size and stillness of the fish really made it stand out. Defensive swordfish. A group of fishermen were out on a boat when one of them caught a large swordfish, about 3 feet long. As he tried to lift it, the fisherman lost his grip and the swordfish quickly slipped out of his hands. This fast reaction was a natural defense mechanism. Another fisherman who saw the whole thing explained that swordfish often react this way when they feel threatened or endangered. The fish's quick defense reminded everyone how wild animals are always ready to protect themselves.
That's actually a defense mechanism. Feel how sharp this is right here.
Unusual trout. In New Zealand, a group of fishermen made an incredible catch when they pulled up a trout that looked completely different from any they had ever seen. This fish was missing its upper jaw, which was very unusual. Its lower jaw, however, was much longer than normal. The guys were amazed by its strange appearance, almost like something from another world. Realizing how rare and unique it was, they decided to release it back into the water, giving it the chance to continue living in the wild. It was a memorable moment for them, seeing such an extraordinary creature. Surprising splash. Moving on, we have this fisherman who was out on his boat, peacefully observing the water when he noticed a large poonfish swimming toward him. It had a strange single eye, and at first, it appeared to be still, which led him to believe that the creature was not alive. Feeling curious, he decided to reach into its mouth and attempt to lift it. But as soon as he did, something unexpected happened. The fish suddenly sprang to life. Just look at it! The fish then quickly swam back into the water. I wonder whether the fish had been sleeping, or if something else had caused it to appear motionless. What do you think? Giant sunfish. Have you seen a sunfish before? They are really magnificent. Just have a look at this massive one. It is also known as a mola that was caught on the Mexican coast, marking the largest catch ever recorded there. Sunfish are common in the region due to tides and migration, but this one was exceptionally large. When the crew tried to weigh it, they realized it was too heavy for the boat, which was nearly overwhelmed by its weight. The crew was amazed by its size. It really is a true sea giant. After carefully measuring and observing the fish, the kind-hearted crew released it back into the water. Some people do have hearts of diamond. Golden Wonder. We all had goldfish as pets when we were kids, but have you ever seen a one that was truly gold in color? In this clip, a person was showing a small golden betta fish on his hand. The little one was desperately trying to get back into the water. After seeing this fish, one could truly appreciate how nature was full of beauty. Honestly, I thought it was incredible how nature could produce such a rare and stunning marine life. It was moments like these that reminded us how beautiful and full of surprises the world really is. Unlikely friendship. Nature always surprises us with its amazing and unexpected moments, and this video was a perfect example. It showed an Amazon river dolphin playing around with a black caiman, which is known as the largest species of alligators. The caiman was peacefully swimming in the water, enjoying its time. But the dolphin had other ideas. It kept swimming around and gently teasing the caiman by flicking its tail and brushing against it. Despite this, the caiman didn't seem angry or upset. Instead, it moved its tail back in response, almost as if it was playing along. Apex predator. A huge, mature female great white shark was caught by accident, likely in 2019, by a Chinese trawler. This massive shark was estimated to be around 6.5 meters long, making it an enormous creature. And for those of you who don't know, this majestic shark is scientifically identified as Carcharodon carcharias, was the size of an orca. The fishermen were full of excitement, so they sat on the shark, almost as if they were riding it, and took pictures with it to capture the moment. While scientists aren't completely sure about the maximum size a great white shark can reach, it's clear these sharks have shrunk over time due to overfishing. Mouth surprise. This guy captured what looked like arowana. When it was taken out of the water, something surprising happened. As soon as its mouth was opened, many baby fish started swimming out. The arowana has a special way of protecting its eggs. After it lays its eggs, the arowana keeps them safely in its mouth, protecting them from predators. This helps the babies grow without the danger of being eaten. Once the babies hatch from their eggs, the arowana releases them from its mouth to swim on their own. It's a fascinating and clever way for the arowana to make sure its young survive. 860-volt shock. We know how dangerous electric eels can be, as they have the ability to stun their prey by generating electricity, and they also use it as a defense mechanism. In this footage, an alligator was planning to make an eel its prey. But what it doesn't know is that it's about to mess with one of the most dangerous predators in the water. The alligator attacked the eel, but when it was shocked with 860 volts of electricity, it realized its mistake. This teaches us that we should never underestimate anything, no matter how small, as it could deliver a shock just like the eel did. Mysterious corpse.
What the heck? What should we do here?
A man was exploring the lake, carefully checking the water, when suddenly, an object wrapped in a bag appeared right in front of him. He froze in fear, unsure of what to do. Now this person attempted to lift the bag, but it was incredibly heavy, making it impossible for him to move. What a terrifying sight it must have been. The discovery left him terrified. I cannot help but wonder how such a thing ended up in the lake.
It's so heavy.
Dockside monster. At night, someone spotted a huge, monstrous creature under a broken wooden dock. The creature was moving slowly beneath the dock, and it was clearly bigger than a human. The sight left everyone in shock. The video of this massive beast quickly went viral on the internet. From its shape and movements, many believe it looked like a giant alligator. The way it disappeared under the dock added to the mystery, leaving people wondering if it was really an alligator or something even more unusual. Relentless predator.
What is that?
In this video, some locals were out fishing when they caught a lancet. Now, if you are not aware, this is a large ocean predatory ray-finned fish known to be dangerous to humans. The fisherman who caught the monstrous fish tried to calm it down by hitting it gently with a bat. However, it refused to settle and appeared fully ready to attack. Despite repeated attempts to calm it by hitting it again and again, it stayed aggressive and did not give up until the very end. The intense struggle between the fisherman and the relentless predator really shows how fierce and unpredictable these creatures can be. Strange encounter.
Ooh, 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 ooh! Get the dogs out! Get the dogs away!
A person was relaxing on the beach with his dogs, enjoying the peaceful view of the sunset. The dogs were happily playing near the shoreline when something unexpected happened. Out of nowhere, a wave rose from the sea, and with it came a strange creature. This sea monster had an unusually long nose and suddenly lunged toward one of the dogs. It seemed like it was attempting to attack. Fortunately, the dog managed to escape unharmed. The entire incident was captured on video, and the footage clearly showed the creature's unique and eerie appearance. It's kind of spooky, isn't it?
Shut it!
Lucky catch.
You got it. Oh.
This footage showed how lucky a fisherman could be. While most of us spend hours waiting to catch a fish, this man had a different experience. He was on a boat with his team, enjoying the day, when he threw his hook into the water. Within seconds, a fish was caught on the line. He was thrilled and couldn't believe his luck. It was a rare moment where patience wasn't needed, and the excitement of the quick catch was clear on his face.
Oh, hey, mama.
Blue Marlin Battle. This video showcased an intense battle between a blue marlin and a group of fishermen. 4 fishermen worked together, putting all their strength into reeling it onto the boat. The sea was rough with strong waves, but they didn't give up. They kept pulling with all their might, determined to bring the massive fish aboard. Finally, their efforts paid off, and it was successfully brought onto the boat. Unbelievable catch. In this footage, a fisherman experiences the ultimate stroke of luck. A giant permit fish swam right up to him, and instead of using a rod or net, he reached out with his hands. To everyone's amazement, he managed to grab the massive catch with his bare hands. It was enormous, clearly much bigger than the fisherman himself. It was a jaw-dropping moment, leaving everyone to question, was this just pure luck, or did he have a special technique? Either way, hats off. Shocking snakes. In India, some fishermen were out fishing on the sea when they returned with their nets full of fish. But what they found inside shocked them. The nets were filled with not only fish, but also black, snake-like creatures. As soon as they saw them, they were startled and quickly ran away in fear. What was strange was that they were trying to move forward and jump back into the sea. The villagers were terrified, but they still helped them back into the water. Later, when the video went viral, it was discovered that they were moray eels. What fascinating beings. Large eel-like discovery. We've seen many colorful fish in the ocean, but have you ever seen a fish with lungs instead of gills, buried in soil? In this footage, some local African villagers were seen uncovering such a fish. They were carefully removing the large eel-like fish from a cocoon-like covering. The villagers were amazed as they revealed these creatures, unsure how it was even possible for such life to exist in the soil. But you'd be surprised to know this is actually their natural habitat. Horned mystery. In a small village, the locals spotted an unusual snake in their pond that left everyone astonished. The snake wasn't just massive, it had horns like a bull, ears, and even a face resembling a bull. But its skin was like a regular snake's. The entire village gathered to see this strange creature, wondering how something like this could exist. People were shocked and confused by its appearance, as it seemed too bizarre to be real. Some online viewers claimed it might be the result of a failed lab experiment. What do you think this mysterious creature could be? Shark encounter.
Right there, wow. Holy crap.
A group of scuba divers went into the ocean for a dive when they suddenly noticed something approaching them. One of the divers at the front quickly moved back and saw a massive shark coming straight at her, preparing to attack. The shark opened its mouth and attempted to lunge at the girl, but luckily, she managed to avoid the attack and wasn't harmed. One thing is certain, that girl will always carefully check the water before diving again.
Right there, wow. Holy crap.
Giant octopus mystery. We've all seen movies where giant octopuses cause destruction, but what if such creatures were real? This intriguing footage might prove it. On a beach, people spotted an enormous octopus, much larger than anyone had imagined. The creature, which was black with light orange patterns, had mysteriously emerged from the ocean. How could something so massive come out of the deep sea? Despite its size and monstrous appearance, it remained surprisingly calm. Crowds gathered around, yet the octopus didn't show any aggression. Could this unusual event be linked to climate changes, forcing the mysterious being out of its underwater habitat? Who knows? Massive catch.
Really big. Holy crocodile! That is a huge animal.
A man was out fishing when he suddenly felt something big on his line. He immediately realized it might be the biggest catch of his life. As he worked to reel it in, he caught a glimpse of it and was amazed by its massive size. When he finally pulled it out of the water, it was an enormous fish, measuring 91 centimeters in length. It had a brown body with beautiful light dot patterns, giving it a unique and striking appearance. The fisherman held the giant in his hands, marveling at its size and weight. After a moment of admiration, he decided to release the fish back into the water, allowing it to swim away unharmed.
Big. Oh, took off as well.
The subscriber's pick. Wildlife photography often involves getting close to dangerous animals, and sometimes things can take an unexpected turn. A photographer sat on the edge of a river, capturing the behavior of crocodiles. He asked his friend to throw a piece of meat into the water to capture the perfect shot. All the crocs rushed to eat it, except one, who kept its eyes fixed on him. He asked his friend to throw another piece, but this time, the croc charged toward him, narrowly missing the photographer. He barely escaped the attack, shaken by the close call. I guess he will never try this type of thing again.